Why is it showing just a black screen? That's not right.
Shaman la creatura. Anyway, let me get this thing here going. Oh right, yeah, I keep forgetting that of what my browser does when VR.
Oh, of course it's doing that. Okay, I'll be right back.
Chat starts shitting itself.
Bye, Joe. Hi, Joe. Bye, Joe.
Alright, now it works. Let's go. And that should do that. Hello? Hello? For NPC in the mission. Okay. You could always come in on desktop as Bird, but if you want to chill, you want to chill. My arms are tired. What does that mean? My arms are tired.
Go like
Women.
Nah, I'm here for realsies.
Oh, gotcha.
Again, I need to go back. Yeah.
God.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Hey, so
Yeah.
this is Trainee's old boss.
Who's old boss?
Oh, it's doing the
Trainee.
Oh my god. Let's see.
blah.
I'm also, you know what's really funny?
Okay, I'm
You know
good.
what's funny? I'm also working on a cowboy character
Now I'm
that
good.
I'm probably gonna end up taking to the shutdown.
We don't give
Oh, this one's just a name tag.
Ape.
I'm chill.
You could always just do half body and be plugged in too. Just so you can play space up and down as Bird.
I'll stop bothering you. But yeah.
Did he get like a phone?
Where I grew up, kisses sort of
I don't know what's going on, but we're trying to figure out what it is.
That's hot. See, I can appreciate that's hot, but you know.
Hello. Hi. The usual. The usual. I'm an easy customer.
Of course, and you do you.
Yes, you are very easy. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Here you go.
Alright, there you go.
And thank you. Enjoy your break.
Thank you.
I looked away for 5 seconds.
Hello, hang on, let me put down my hot coffee before you try and hug me.
I need a flavor stick of just some coffee.
That will be 6 credits, please.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, I talked to Ethan, so I have Alfonso back now.
Ooh.
Oh, that's good. Alfonso is a well-traveled capybara.
He seems like he's getting along fine with my mom's dog.
Oh, yeah, I imagine if they're about the same size, it shouldn't be an issue. You never had issues with any other creatures, so.
What can I get for you today?
And all the Pokemon my mom has.
We serve flavors.
Yeah, I have one myself nowadays. His name is Bob. Robert when he's in trouble.
I'll have one coffee.
As in the drink or the flavor?
The drink.
I forget its name, but mom has a Phoenix.
A what?
It is rare that a customer brings their own cup.
Phoenix, I think it's called. It's like a little fox thing.
Ah, okay, yeah, I don't know all the Pokemon.
Here you go. Enjoy.
How much will that be?
It is small and fluffy, and I love it.
What can I get for you today?
I imagine you always like little critters.
What was that?
Oh, so I haven't gotten any help from that prostitute named Ada that you sent me to, but, like, mom's been helping me a good bit.
That's good. Yeah, the things causing you to be happy all the time are definitely something that's beyond my scope of knowing how to deal with. Or not deal with, knowing how to fix if you want to fix it.
Sometimes you get the best flavor. So just watch me.
Yeah, sometimes mom and I have talked, and I've done that crying
I'm
thing.
totally giving you an actual cup of tea.
Are you having, do you remember what you talk about afterwards?
So far, yeah.
Well, it's more progress than our conversation was able to have. You may not remember it, but
You know, it's not there. I'm imagining. Just don't say it straight to his face.
It's like really little steps, but it's something, I guess.
yeah, it's definitely something that approaching it slowly is probably your best bet. Not a one sit down, have a single conversation kind of thing.
Guy is standing in our doorway just staring.
He is.
Oh, like, mom also helped me figure this out. Did you know that I felt fear before?
Yeah.
I see you have been progressing.
Yeah, she told me it's like this feeling like a pit in your stomach, and I remember feeling that back when my sister fought me.
Yeah, that's... You did explain to me what happened between you and your sister. So, even if you don't remember it, you did... I wanted to let you know you did tell me about it. And I think that's a very fair time to feel fear.
Yeah, I think it's a little easier to understand when I have like a physical feeling to equate it to.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's a lot of different things that can make your heart go fast, but if you can equate it to other sensations such as tingles or your stomach tightening or this light feeling for good things, that makes sense.
Oh, I also want to tell you something important, but it's really private.
We can go over by the benches way over there. People don't tend to hang out there. I mean, like, way down the street, yeah.
And he sounded just like the crypt keeper, which I thought was kind of funny. He kind of had that voice.
Hello. Oh. Nathiel, this might be a bit of a private talk, so you might have to step away shortly.
Wait, yeah.
I'm talking to you.
Okay, so this needs to stay like really secret because I think I could use it to my advantage later if most people don't know. But I have this Ripper doc that I know now and I really trust him.
Mm-hmm.
That plus how things have been going with Mom, I decided when I get a chance I'm gonna ask him to fix my voice.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's massive for you.
I want to still keep the scar if I can, just for, like, memory's sake, but there's been multiple times where I really wanted to tell Mom I love you and I couldn't.
It makes sense to me. I really hope you get it back. I hope it works out well.
And I wanted to tell you because you're, you know, like my sister in a way. We've been together a long time, but I don't want too many other people knowing.
Mm-hmm. I won't tell anyone. Don't worry.
Especially because since I've been dealing with LF stuff lately, it would help if I have a disguise and talk while wearing that, but not talk while I'm still Yuffie.
That is actually a really, very clever idea. Very smart.
Also why I want to keep the scar.
It means something to you. The part of your past, and you can't erase the past, but you can use it to build upon yourself.
Yeah, it's just like getting other implants, I guess, between the subdermals and titanium bone lacing, and I also have, like, eye protective lenses installed now.
Yeah, there's probably ways to genetically recreate, basically 3D print with your own genes a new voice box. It would still technically be yours.
Yeah,
Just expensive.
I think I just need to give him enough samples of my music so he has enough voice samples to work off of for, like, the shape and all that.
Mm-hmm. I imagine if it's not up to yours.
Also, I found out recently that some of my old albums are still out there, even the vinyls.
Oh, well, yeah. Everyone has fans, even if it's only 1 or 2 people. Doesn't matter, someone enjoys your work.
Yeah, that blind girl from the Hyenas, Nina, she has one of my albums.
Well, I don't like the hyenas, but at least they're making you happy.
I think in a way they're a little misunderstood. They're sort of like a lot of us were back in the Whispers and the Fallen. It's not that they want to be doing what they do, it's just sort of that they have to. Nobody else helps them
but
out and they have nothing.
They kidnapped one of the Valenti's girlfriends and used them for organ harvesting, so it's a little fucked
Well,
up.
true, but also the hyenas are a little different than, like, what people think. They're separated by packs, basically, and each pack sort of does its own thing. So, like, the pack that Nina, the blind girl, runs isn't the same as the one that did that to Lumi, and, like, Nina didn't seem to approve of that at all.
It's just impossible to differentiate. I don't know all the differences, so I just have to be on guard to all of them.
usually has to do with what their masks look like, you know, the symbols on them and stuff. And then there's that one pack that all has cat ears and cat tails.
I haven't seen enough of them to be able to know. All I know is flat hyenas are a threat, and until I have further information, I have to pursue it as such.
Well, all I can say is that the blind one isn't too bad, and she even talked with Lumi after Lumi got rescued and all that.
I don't know the nuances of those conversations. But in general, they have a bad reputation. It's one of those things where even if individuals in the gang are good people and not a threat, we can't, you know, ask every single one we come across, hey, are you a threat?
Well, yeah, but you know how reputations are. I mean, we used to be labeled as terrorists.
Well, everyone is terrorist nowadays. That word means nothing.
I'm not trying to tell you how to feel about them or anything, just,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm not gonna
there's a
change how
lot
you
more
feel either.
under the surface.
You feel. Huh.
By the way, you should stop by Lothrop City sometime and come to the shutdown. I work security there, and it's a really cool place.
I'll give it a shot. I'll keep it in mind. I've heard about it a few times. Isn't it ran by, I don't know if it's ran by Riot, but I've heard about connections of Riot and... No? Okay. Well, this shows you how much I know.
Mom does freelance work there, and it's kind of like a place she can go to for safety, but it's run by
Oh,
a
is
lady
Riot
who's
Mom?
overseer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just be careful. There's a lot of people after her right now. If they know your connection to her, they might come after you.
I know.
Okay. Well, I mean, if they do come after you, they're gonna be in for one hell of a fight either way.
Mom said that I'm not allowed to die, so I won't do that.
You'll be in a lot of trouble if you do.
But yeah, Ranger works there as a freelancer now too.
Oh, so that's what Ranger's doing nowadays.
And Roderick's down there too. But yeah, stop by sometime. It's a fun place.
I might have to. At least say hi.
And you can meet the Marvins.
I don't know what that is.
Marvins are like the cutest, coolest synths ever, and they're like super fun, and if you don't high-five them, somebody will shoot you.
Oh. Okay, noted. I'll be sure to high-five people then. Anyway, I think Nathia won my attention at some point, so. But yeah. I am happy that you wanted to tell me this. I'm very happy for you. I'll look forward to hearing you. Well, you, not a recorded you. Oh, were you just waiting here the whole time for me? I didn't realize.
I said I'd wait here.
Why not? You're just a little needy burb. You need a little snuggles. You're so needy snuggles. You're so cute. Hey.
Before I ask this question, are you more familiar with Lilac?
The Sims from God.
Yeah, are you talking to Lilacs or a synth named Lilac?
A synth named Lilac.
Aren't they dating Liberty? Something like that?
Oh. Yeah, something like that.
One person I could ask is currently fucking.
Oh.
Because
What are you asking about them? I've, like, been around them, but we're just acquainted.
I'm the guy that you, yeah, I'm the guy that sits outside Flurry's shop. That's me.
Ask first.
so I need
You've
to
seen me
get more
before.
research done into something, but
Seen
I'm
me,
currently on a really bad assumption path.
This is not for you.
My assumptions are correct. I would like them fucking publicly executed for all I care, but at minimum not in the bay. Which is why I want to get as much detail on the situation and rule out everything before I go and be angry.
Did they do something, or?
Possibly.
Hmm.
They have possibly done something. Which is what
I-
I'm trying to work out. So if you come here and no one else, maybe except for you, Ragnar, follows me as I walk away, because if someone follows me and ignores what I said, I'll shoot them.
What?
You've got the tweaker staring in like Batman into the Vex area.
Oh, what fucking tweakers go? Okay, can you go?
The LF tweaker.
Can you go handle that?
Maybe they'll kill him for us.
Start handle this.
Um,
Can someone try? I need to talk about this now, or else I'm gonna blow a fuse.
did you want me to follow you? Because it wasn't super clear in what you said.
Yes.
Okay. You gestured to him, and then you said this person to follow me, so I thought you were referring to him. I wanted to be sure.
Okay. So, are you aware what's happening with the scrappers over yonder?
No.
They have fucked off to war with LF because one of theirs was fucking minced to pieces in cold blood for no reason by an LF synthetic, black and red. They don't have details on what this synth was, from what I'm gathering, aside from the fact it was LF, due to two things. One, black and red. Two, the recordings of them from a distance got scrambled. I have been told that of recent, Lilac is possibly exhibiting similar LF scrambly recordy behaviors. Can I have a private talk, please?
Sorry. I was more gesturing to the.
Do you want me to ask Nat Hill to keep people away?
No, I want to figure out if this is all true. Because so at current, right, which once again, may I remind you, scrappers have fucking gone to war with LF for this, which has caused a shit ton of things, right? If the worst assumption is correct, all of this, and I mean all of these problems we're facing right now, could be traced back to her.
Liberty isn't around, but you could try asking Riel. But Riel is pretty emotionally vulnerable right now because of what happened to Liberty. Every so often, but I'm not like the others. I don't play it like... I don't know much about it.
Ask more if she can show you the diary that Liberty left in her house.
Engaging with what I'm told is an...
Huh?
LF contractor.
Am I hearing a voice I'm not supposed to?
No, I'm just so go on, Minecraft.
I can ask, I mean, Maury might have some insight on the whole situation. Maury tends to know.
He's taking quite a beating. Just generally.
I think I'm overhearing your communications, by the way.
Negative arcs.
Yeah, I'm also hearing it.
I'm not even hearing it. What the fuck?
You might check your output for Discord. That might be why.
Yeah.
I did that yesterday by accident.
I hear it happens a lot.
Sometimes. I've done it by accident.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, is that better? Is that better?
Well, I haven't heard anything since we told you, so.
Hold on, let me test it.
Maury might definitely have some insight on this. I've only seen Lilac in just casual hangout situations and none of this, so the only thing I can go off of is what I hear. Maury is a person I'd trust on the matter since they've interacted with Lilac more often, and since they have a good connection with Liberty, they might also know more. But I'll also ask them about the Minecraft diary.
Right. Okay. So we're gonna. I want to get to the bottom of this before I do anything. But if it's true, at minimum, she does not come back to the bay at all.
At minimum.
It's cleared.
At minimum,
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard to keep people from wanting to slaughter them.
Yeah. It's just at the very, very least, right?
Yeah, that's the more urgent one. But yeah,
Everything is true, right? I have. Listen, Derek, the leader of the Scrappers, there is also one of the heads of the INORMS coalition, which spans across most of industrial district at this point. Very high man of influence. He is the one fucking key me and Vic have to gathering peace amongst Scrappers and synthetics, right?
and LF is threatening that now.
And all of this might be happening, because of Lilac. I'm not saying it is Lilac, because there's a few other candidates for what we could have done this, but I'm going through everyone as thoroughly as I can to be fair. If this is the case, I have every thought in mind to just go and chain her the fuck down and have the Scrappers execute her so they can be happy.
If you're correct in saying it's them, I think that's fair. But we need to be absolutely sure.
Yeah, absolutely sure once again, which is why I'm not just immediately running into it in a fit of rage. Because if she did it, then she's the reason that LF has done all that, what they've done to the Scrappers, inadvertently. She's the reason that Derek might wind up dead, and the coalition's going to be down a fucking leader, and might be the reason that synthetics and fucking Scrappers...
Basically, everything's gonna go to shit. I hope you're wrong, but I have no evidence to say you are, nor evidence to say you are.
On my knees, mentally, begging and praying that I am wrong. I will fucking jump up into the air and click my heels if I am incorrect, right? Because I know there's been other LF synthetics in the area.
There's so many that we don't know about, too.
There's so many, but I don't think any of them are, like, irrational enough to randomly fucking mincemeat just make sure the people that need to know are informed, and I want more investigations into this if possible. I'm hearing that there are effects at the front gate, so I'm gonna go...
Yeah, that's probably more urgent. That's way more urgent, but this is something we'll keep an eye on. I have a lot of meetings today, don't I? I am a woman in desire, and not a woman in need, a needed woman. I don't know. In high demand, that's the term. A woman in high demand.
You're high demand because I love you.
Yes, and you're my bird in high demand. Oh, apparently there's Vex near the gate, so be careful. What is that noise inside? Oh, people taking cover.
So I can always appreciate when someone's better than me.
Yo, what's up, Chief?
I have a request. Okay. So, I am plagued by evil enemy.
I'm gonna go check the gate.
Man over there, right? He's trying to eat me, okay? You know what snake's afraid of?
Would you like to look around the medical facility?
Oh, I already have. Oh, right. You already have. Fuck.
That's a sword.
There is that going for me, and I see it seems. We don't look like we carry firearms.
So you from these parts, or are you new to Zafira?
New to Zafira. This is the fair. Been making friends for a long while, and fortunately, I finally got a bit of information on him. So hopefully, I'll be reunited with my brother soon enough.
Alright, select what's best. Go down there and protect that medical.
Understood.
Any Vex over by the tattoo place? Is there anyone trapped out there?
His name's Benny. Apparently he comes around here at least a little bit from what people have told me. I've already been given his number though.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I work with that guy.
Hmm?
I know this is a bit of a weird question,
Real bad at
a little out of the
checking his
blue.
phone, so I do hope that
Are
he's
you
still
by
there.
chance Marge?
Who's asking?
My name's Pierce. I did a bit of work
Yeah, last time I was here, I met one of his
Dodge.
daughters.
The Dragonborn.
Oh! Yeah.
He told me to come find you.
Hey, any friend of Dirge is a friend of mine.
Within your organization.
Oh! Sorry, he came at a kind of a high tension situation. Yes, I am March.
I get that.
Yeah, apparently there are Vex sighted in the area, so people are on high alert. My concern is I don't know if anyone's trapped over in the tattoo building, so I'm thinking about maybe heading over there, but it's gonna be hard to retreat if they are. Oh,
I can go with you if you'd like.
I'm deciding if I should go out or not. Actually, Nathiel, would you feel safe checking to see, or asking around to see if anyone's been sighted around the tattoo parlor, if there's anyone stuck out there? You don't have to go all the way out there, just ask around. He's just gonna go check. Okay.
Well, if you need help dragging anyone out, I can come along.
Yeah, if I head out, you can. Nice gun.
Sounds good.
You more of a gunner type, or what kind of stuff do you do?
Mine's just like normal AP rounds, but
What
they're
seems to
pretty
be
big.
into yourself? I prefer to sit back, for the most part.
Backline support.
I can definitely play the lane, the poking game.
Ah. Fair enough. Makes sense.
I mean, the heat from
Yeah, I am a sniper, but I'm more focused on intelligence and coordination. No one there? Okay, good. We don't do head out. Oh, this is Nathiel. He's not a Valenti, but good friend.
Hello.
Well, he's my boyfriend, but,
Friend.
Nice to meet you.
well, you're my boyfriend and my friend. So,
My boyfriend?
bird friend, boyfriend. Sorry. But yeah, I tend to work more in coordinating from the back line. I'm definitely not the heaviest hitter, but I help out. I also sometimes am the only medic on missions, so try and keep people together. But I mostly focus on magic studies and other research purposes, as we wind up coming across a lot of things that are difficult to kill and require some looking into, like the Vex. They're our current main focus. They took one of our members a couple weeks back, so. Yep.
Do you know who they are? Or are they still missing?
They are still missing, but we have a plan in place. It's just a matter of acting on it.
Sorry, I'm still here.
We have a new prospective member, so saying hello. Once things are a bit less tense, we can talk more sensitive things when there's not a lot of people around.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep my eye out for you.
I'm pretty easy to spot, so.
And
Well,
so,
door stopped. Yeah. When you asked me if I was Marge, I started to worry that there was people after me.
I don't think so.
Well, there are, I guess, some people more passively. I try not to make myself people's number one threat until they can't do anything about it.
Powder's here.
They're probably gonna head out. Question is, do I go with them? Might be good. At least to get a look out there. Unless they're gonna get stopped at the door.
And dinner and stuff, a flurry and stuff. Do you want anything for dinner?
Surprise me. You know what I like.
Surprise you.
Yeah, real good at punching people in the jaw when they keep running their mouths.
They got cupcakes, they'll be fine. Well, we could also go out there to talk. That'd be the best idea.
Sounds good.
Miffed. That's a term for it. Hey. You opening the place today or just checking out something?
No. I'm just checking, make sure no one broke in.
Ah.
Clearly, that's an issue I have to worry about now.
No. I just came out here to have a talk, so.
That's valid.
What? If you look, there's an alien.
My shit's given us so fucking minimal and abysmal levels.
Well, it has the style opening.
No, but like,
Yep.
17 different guys are dropping on me, dude. And they start like beating me.
Oh, look at this really. Oh.
Dino.
Katrina radioing in? Or is it just you today? Yeah? Okay.
Dino.
This is the Pokemon of one of our members.
Dino.
Sometimes they have a radio on them to communicate.
Dino.
A couple of us have Pokemon. It's a hobby. But, yeah.
Can't say I've ever thought about it.
They're cute.
It's
I have one. It's a little jiggly jelly bowl. I think it's asking for either attention or to bite you. I don't know this one very well. It'd be a little nippy at times.
I don't think they're gonna get very far to me.
But yeah, the Valentes, we're kind of a gang. We kind of are vigilantes. It's whatever we decide we are in the moment. We pick fights with a lot of people that are much bigger than us, and we've been involved in a lot of situations trying to help ourselves as well as other people.
As I've heard. I had a bit of a lengthy speech with Dodge. Morals, ideals, overall goal, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Generally speaking, we try and, better the people around us. But what we do is still criminal, and we still kill people, and sometimes we do have to do things that will look very bad when we have to make a decision between a rock and a hard place.
Sometimes it's a necessary evil. Of course, it should never be the first choice.
No.
But sometimes you're running out of options.
I have to make a lot of very strange decisions, and we have a habit of sticking our noses in some strange otherworldly forces. Hey.
Hey, Marge. But Birdman told me to pay you for helping out the bow, so here 400
Huh?
credit.
Here, I'll take 200. I don't need full 400.
All right. Thank you for scaring away Snake Man. Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what I did, but I'm not gonna say no, but yeah.
Birdman did it, and then Birdman told me to pay you.
Oh, okay. Well, he actually headed home to make dinner, so I'll pass this along.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you for the vaccine and stopping my plan for Bodega. And damn you for hindering my prospect of a prosperous future.
Now that is a interesting businessman. But yeah, we pick fights. We have beef with multiple councilmen, multiple corporations, the cult. People cause us problems, and we became a thorn on their side.
I've got no goals with that.
Mm.
I did my fair share of ass-kicking corporations.
Oh, someone's picking. Who the fuck? Someone's. Who is that?
Bounty hunter.
Oh.
I see them around here a lot.
That's not gonna go well. Be on guard, because that might start some shit. Oh, well, I guess we get a laser light show. But yeah, I just want to make sure people know what they're getting into. We deal with a lot of info hazards, strange otherworldly forces. People will make decisions they never thought they had to at times.
Dude, where's the guys telling these guys off, bruh? Like, I was here the other day, I was standing over here, and they were saying, don't provoke the aliens, and there's a guy going,
Yeah, that's the guy we call Tweaker.
Yeah, I know, so why...
There's a reason nobody's going in to save him.
I know, but like, yeah, but there's a guy there, like, flashing his shield, like, if I, say if I was in, like, ancient Rome, and I was showing a guy my shield, like,
Are you a tweaker?
You know, they'd be like, like, I'm gonna start doing that to him, dude. I'm gonna start pointing at the people I want to shoot. That guy.
I think that guy might be a bit of a tweaker. Just a little bit.
I think so too.
But yeah.
I don't trust somebody who flies around constantly.
I mean, he just have a yellow caution sign on his back.
I suppose it should be one of things.
Yeah. But if Dirge thinks you're a good fit, do you have any questions for me? I'd want to make sure you know what you're getting into. There's a lot of private information and stuff you won't be able to talk about, so it's one of those things, once you learn something, you can't unlearn it.
I suppose. Need a sniper?
We need anything. Not exactly a big group. Can't complain about having...
I'm in.
Yeah, I think we have a couple snipers, but they're different types. At this point, nobody kind of has the same exact job as someone else. Are you a synthetic or a cyborg?
I'm a synthetic.
We do have engineers and tech experts, so if you do get hurt, we'll be able to help you out.
That'll be good to know.
Are there any previous connections you have that might come up as a problem for us? This isn't a deal breaker, it's just good to know. Basically, our problems become yours, your problems become ours.
There's a lot of frames similar to mine, and a lot of companies try to pour it there and try to claim it as their own. I haven't had any issues yet, but it's definitely something that could become an issue later.
Corporations trying to reclaim people that are people and not products is definitely something we've dealt with before.
Yeah, something
So,
along those lines.
That's not an issue.
But, the ones that are most likely going to be looking for me don't have much of a foot folder on these parts. So, less of an issue.
Can't complain there.
Exactly.
Well, I have no personal issues with you joining. So,
Oh yeah.
Hi, March.
hello.
Just not seen you in a minute.
Swear I see you every other day.
Fighting that thing?
The tweaker bounty hunter. The one that's in the straitjacket.
Yep, Tweaker. Or
Don't know what it
Capcom, as
was.
their official name is.
I like calling them tweaker because I think that gets the point across.
Yeah, I know, but still, people like to learn the names of the contractors.
But yeah, it is good to know who people are talking about.
Yeah, still. I've not seen you out and about in a minute. Where you been?
Working.
Fair enough.
There's always stuff to make, things to arrange. Also, I do have an entire illegal pharmaceutical business that I manage. People forget that.
No, I remember.
I am an avid businesswoman. And the more stressed I get, the more I tend to turn to work anyway. Hello, youth.
Ooh. Pardon me. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I mean, I own the building next to the dispensary, so I'm just kind of watching my building.
Well, I came out here to have a talk. We have a new prospective member, so... No, we pretty much covered everything we need to.
Are they your first synth? Are they synth?
No, we've had synths before.
Right? Have you?
Yeah. They're not around too much, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, you do, don't you? Oh my god.
Thanks.
By the god, yeah. No, you do, don't you?
I believe it's a
completely
doll.
forgot about those guys.
Yeah, we've had multiple synth members, actually.
I completely... Is it bad I forgot about them?
Well, they aren't usually around as much as the others. I guess most of the ones we've had have been less social.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, in general, some people just see certain villainities more than others. I mean, Mori used to be quite a shut-in until, they got nudged out of their hiding hole. They've really come out of their shell lately.
You don't say.
Mori, that's the
Tall blue
lady
hair.
with the blue hair, right?
Mm-hmm. They're our tech expert.
I spoke with them
Well, one of the tech experts. In general, not everyone will realize who is and isn't a Valenti because we usually don't have like a uniform or anything. But we're around.
But still, I like...
Oh.
I think I know most of them.
Yeah, most of the ones that are like out and about.
Ooh, Flux. I like to think I know most of them.
Sometimes they'll go off on their own travels and are going, what's it called, sabbatical.
Yeah.
But if they show up, and we have some people that used to be Valentis but decided to leave, but we're still on good terms. Yuffie's one of them. She used to be a Valenti, but she preferred running and doing her own thing. Doesn't like to follow rules, but
she runs with a certain lime now. So.
Yep. She's definitely not the type.
She's a mother figure now.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yuffie has always been the type that is excellent when it comes to fighting, but when it comes to most other things, if it's not a hunt, she's not interested.
Socially inept.
So, the Valentis were definitely not the best fit, since we don't tend to go rushing in with combat most of the time. We're more of a fine-toothed comb than a large baseball bat.
Smell of Vex-Wyvern.
Damn.
Yep, one Vex-Wyvern.
If it
I can hear him
doesn't,
stomping.
if it doesn't leave the area or shoot at us, then we can just look at it. It looks like he's just looking.
He's just looking. He's not gonna cross it, is he?
If he does, then I'm going... Honestly, if one of those things crosses, the first thing we're going to do is run that way.
I'm running that way.
Yeah,
I'm running that way.
I'm hopping the wall
They're
and
probably the safe
running
one.
around.
Perhaps,
Over
but
there.
if more
Yeah,
Vex
that way
come
actually.
out, we'll be cut off from any assistance.
I mean, not really. We can go around there.
It's a long
If we
ways.
just fucking sprint.
I was say, if you
Wait,
fucking
on the
sprint.
side, there's a way into the bay from the.
Yeah, it's one big loop, but it's a pretty far distance to go.
That's true.
I forget. I always forget that my routes aren't everyone else's routes because I can take the brunt of certain heights more than others.
I am a very heavy person, so climbing and scampering over things isn't exactly my...
Seeming rude. How much heavier are you compared to your human?
About 200 pounds.
Are you much more?
Significantly. Yeah, I sink. I can't swim. I just... right to the bottom.
I mean, you are like mostly rock now, right?
No, I'm just very dense.
I thought you like grew like rock kite and stuff.
Nope. I'm still technically flesh, just very dense flesh. You know Fable?
Yeah, of course.
I'm basically the same thing as him. Well, close. Not exactly, but same idea.
You're part of Ice Giant?
No. More on the, we're dense... It's like dense interplanar shit that makes no sense on a biological level.
Yeah, no, I merely jest about that. I found out recently that Mr. Fable was part Ice Giant, or like his mother was like Ice Giant royalty from someone.
Yep.
And then I got
He's a
little
prince.
bit, truth be told, I know he's a prince. I got a little bit my I don't want to say it. My random ass interest kicked in of looking into a different species. Holy shit, Ice Giants are scary. Some of their weapons as well.
What the?
They're engaging Yuffie.
Yuffie, what did you
Yuffie
do?
and Cerberus folk.
What did they do?
I think they're getting a bit too close.
Oh, well, we're shooting back.
That's us not engage.
No. If it's Cerberus and Yuffie, then as much as I consider Yuffie a friend, this is not me trying to, this is not a situation I should save her from.
No. They jumped into the lion's pen and expected us to help.
I consider Yuffie a friend, but I'm also aware that she's very ballsy and tends to, instigate.
A bit, psychopathic, and
yes.
No offense, but...
Yeah, she is in fact a psycho bitch. I know what my friends are. Kind of like how, with the way Nathiel is, if he goes and picks a fight, I know fully well, his consequences are his consequences. I love him, but I can't control him.
Good luck, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a decent grip over my members, but I mean, that's mostly because, like, not to go, ooh, I'm better, but a lot of my folks, don't wish to die and don't have many suicidal tendencies.
And the Valentes do listen to me. Usually it's just because whatever I say is usually a good idea. Neither one of them are Valentes, so if I tell them to do something, it's as a friend.
But like my folk, when I talk about
yeah.
I mean, my group, my family, I'll fight and die for them, but like, if they fucking jump a fence and get surprised when they get bit by a shark. What's that, big guy?
The next time you're in the sewers, I want you to bring me back a tin can.
I got a tin can on me.
Even better.
There you go, big guy.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'm curious, why do you need a tin can?
Why you want a tin can, big guy?
If I tell you, you wouldn't believe it.
I'm still curious.
Okay, alright. So what I do is that you take a tin can, then you hole in it, and then you put a string, and then you find another tin can and put another string through there, and then you have
a telephone.
Well,
Yeah.
What's up? Have you learned about the wipe?
Just make sure you pull the string taut. If the string is like has tension in it, it'll transfer the sound much better.
Wyvern's a bigger vex. Doodle. I go on scrap runs where tin cans are normally
Yep.
good material.
It's really
I've got
cool.
a few. Mega.
No, it's better when it's not the same cans. It has to be different cans because then that'd be cooler.
Okay, fair enough. Good luck.
I don't think it's gonna work if it's the same can. A different can.
It's very cool. I'm excited for you to see it. Oh, there's Mari.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yes, yeah, hi.
You see
I
this?
suppose they'll use the door outside the arena.
Mm.
There's something about paintball and guns.
There are definitely some interesting firearms.
Oh, now I can hear you. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It was weird. My ear had to pump my eardrums, even though I don't have eardrums. Okay, you see this can?
Hey.
Imagine if I had a second can.
It seems that there have been some interesting people picking fights with the Vex today.
What do I have?
Unfortunately, yes.
We've just mostly been watching the light show.
I've been busy lately.
You ever played telephone?
Comes to them ever since this blessing happened.
I imagine. We should probably be quiet about that.
Most likely.
It's like a phone. Yeah.
That's weird.
So the way that works, Pip, the sound travels down the wire. Ooh, interconnected forces. Forces. Oh my god. Oh, forts. Sorry. So this bone I'm chewing on is fucking getting through my tooth. Ow.
Yeah, sometimes when I eat bugs, the pieces get stuck in my teeth. It's very unpleasant.
I've been trying different species bones. Fucking hell, orc bone is tough.
It's orcs. They're built for tough.
I know, but I always forget every time I crunch.
I'm surprised you don't break
Like,
teeth
I'm
on them.
expecting, like soft bone.
I'm waiting to see what happens.
It's mostly just standing there. I think unless someone goes in or instigates, they'll stand there menacingly.
Oh shit, I dropped my bone.
Oh. 5-second rule.
What? Oh no, disease is gonna kill me, Marge.
Oh no! It may not taste good with whatever's on the ground, but oh no.
I've eaten species from the sewer. It won't be anything worse than that.
Mm-mm.
Fun fact. Yute give humans and most other species diarrhea when consumed, if undercooked.
I imagine. I can't imagine. There's certain species that are definitely, you really need to cook them well to ensure that they're safe.
Oh, you have to fucking borderline burn Yute. But I don't have the facilities to be affected by.
Me neither.
So I just.
Well, whatever gives diarrhea is not going to be an issue for me. I'm immune to diseases.
Kill all
So.
germs that enter my body. My
That's
germs are
kind of,
stronger.
yeah, that's what mine does. Mine does the opposite. I'm pretty sure my body is the most sterile thing in this city.
Most likely. I'm probably one of the most dirtiest things in the city.
It's a shock that whenever we touch, there isn't like a bright light of, weird interaction.
A fucking supernova?
Yeah. Kind of like how if you take 2 iron balls and you click them with a piece of paper in the middle, there's like you burn a hole through the paper. It's like that.
I was gonna say, Marge, need your assistance on some and more. You remember my kid? Have you met Dee Dee?
Isn't that the rogue Skipbot? Yeah, Skipbot? Skip
She's
it
my
bot?
daughter. Yeah. Dee Dee.
Mm.
She wants a bit of a chassis change, upgrades, a few changes here and there.
Mm.
Do you guys know how to work on those?
Not on that unit specifically, but I'm certain that our techies and engineers would definitely be interested in that project. I don't think it's impossible.
Obviously, but she wants to try to change her appearance so she can come out and about and not be, snatched.
I think at the very least an appearance change, modification of the current chassis is definitely doable. Exactly to what extent?
Snow skill, I think.
Snow skill? Where?
Oh yeah, look.
Oh, there.
Okay, could you bring a gorilla to the charity?
You mean chef?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fully sentient.
Yeah, he's like one of the. He's one of the higher ups in the Iron Grip. Makes really good food.
And saw him like cooking up, cooking. I'm just like, what the?
That explains the noises I heard earlier. Oh yeah, Snow Scale. This is one of our new prospective members.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Maury and A3 and a couple other people went that way. Also, your dino ran by earlier.
Cool drones.
Munch. Did he cause any trouble?
No.
I don't believe so.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, they specialize in drones. Make a lot of cool things with them. Very handy.
She's very talented. Also,
I think all the Valentis are talented. I know I sound like a sappy mom, but I think all the Valentis are really talented. I've been very impressed by all of them.
My guys.
I have a lot of proud mom energy, but I think that's probably a good thing.
I mean, considering that, like, I'm pretty sure most of the Valentis are either not on speaking terms or not able to speak to their own mothers. I feel like that might be a good thing.
I mean, I might have a hard time with that, so.
I get very dad-like when it comes to my mutants and my kids, so I don't blame you.
It's, I guess, gentle parenting, I guess, for,
I can't really do gentle parenting with mutants. It's much
True.
more, I have to roughhouse with them and remind them, hey, I'm your alpha. Fucking listen.
But yeah, okay. Okay, you can't get, who let him in?
The door was unlocked. And Finn was in there.
The door is never unlocked. Who was in there?
Finn went in there before me and came back out. I didn't just.
Hey, Maury.
Always locked.
A3?
Finn was in there before me and then came back out. I was like, I don't know where anyone is.
This is Pierce, right? That's how you want to go by?
Yeah, sure.
No, there wasn't like
All I care is that
New prospective member.
Yeah, I talked to Finn, obviously. I mean, Finn.
George suggested him.
Before he walked in, I was like, "Yo, Finn, is he good to come in and cook?" He goes, "Yeah, sure."
I suppose I'm getting close to that.
Mm-hmm.
Finn has a very informal way of doing things. I like to have like people listed down on like as like official.
We've mostly just been sitting here talking. I give him the rundown. Watching the light show.
Volunteers I knew from the top of my head. So. Waiting for Finn.
It's just me and
I had a critical failure.
Just me and Finn.
Oh.
We have no idea what it is.
And, like,
We have no memory or recollection of it.
Sort through some of the applications.
As Riel told me, I went to have an issue
Hi,
check,
beeps.
and while she was going through my files, I had a crash.
What's up?
Oh. Is it, do you know if it's a, like, code issue or a mechanical issue?
No, I'm good. Alright.
Code. Oh,
She said she
Don't mind me.
need powder to assist in the future.
Oh.
Alright, I'm just making sure shit is alright.
I hope you figure it out.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
If it was a mechanical issue, that might be easier to fix.
I just keep calling them
It is a
beeps. That's the nickname they like.
I
Because
seem to be incapable of
they do, but the
experiencing
nickname they've
emotions
been
that are
liking so
not
far has been beeps.
happy.
So I've been calling them
Oh.
beeps. I mean, Vox do it. So, I mean, if they
I
don't.
have been told this may make me less efficient at combat.
Combat is one thing, but its quality of life is probably the most impact in general.
Cerberus is mad at me, but I really don't give a shit.
There is
What do you do?
quality of life.
What do you apparently do?
Being able to experience the full range of reactions and feelings that life brings.
I sat in front of
Some people may think, oh, happiness is just all good, but if you have nothing to compare it to, then it's kind of...
Sorry, it's thinking I just saw Vex walk over the border.
Oh, fucking damn it, Pip.
Pip is trying to communicate with
again.
Ah, not again.
Oh god, I'm just gonna pick Pip up.
Is Pip in adult. I don't know if Pip is considered an adult, but if they're not, they really need to have someone watch them.
Not sure.
I'm not sure how you would gauge that with synthetics.
Yeah, that's why it's like, if it was an organic child, it'd be really obvious. But with synthetics, it's hard to tell.
I am technically only a few weeks old.
But you know better than to go into the Vex area. You understand the consequences.
I have survival protocols.
Yeah. I don't think Pip has those.
I do not know.
Man, I can only speculate. It's one of those things where, as a person who doesn't really know code and synthetics too well on a deeper level, usually it's, in my opinion, if someone makes the active decision to go over the barrier, nobody should go in after them because that just puts 2 people in danger instead of just 1. But then people are like, well, Pip is a child. And then I'm like, are they? I can't tell. I can't tell. I don't know.
It also potentially aggravates the issue, as the more people that enter the Vex's barriers, the more likely they will have a violent reaction.
Because if Pip is a child, why isn't someone actively watching them? If there was a organic child walking around, someone would be like, don't let them near the Vex area. But because it's like, they're like, well, we have to save them because they're a child, but we don't limit them from coming in the area, not because they're not a child. I just don't understand the nuance to this. There probably is nuance, but I don't understand it yet.
I also do not understand. I do not understand.
If they were this prone to falling into danger, then I feel like they shouldn't be allowed to leave the
Exactly.
gated area, no?
That's how I feel, but people don't seem to mind when they're just walking around until they finally put themselves in danger, thus putting everyone else in danger. I don't know if it's one of the, but then when I point this kind of thing out, people act like I'm, irrational. So I'm just like, what is it? What?
Your argument is logical. I
Okay.
do not understand why that is how they choose to act. Perhaps none of them want the responsibility.
But they don't want the,
They also leap into the responsibility upon action of danger.
They don't want the responsibility of watching the kid, but they want the responsibility of rescuing them.
I do not understand the complexities of it.
And that's the thing. If you say that they're a child, they should be rescued, then they should be not allowed outside the gate. If you say that they're mature enough to be let outside the gate, then they shouldn't need to be rescued. It sounds cold-hearted, but that's just the reality of dealing with the Vex. Is the more that we send people in, the more people keep going in, the more agitated and on edge they'll become.
Yes. It could cause significantly more injury and death.
Exactly.
Thus, it is a reasonable argument.
When they get Pip out, I may have to raise the argument of not letting Pip outside the gates if they continue. They've shown this is the 2nd time that Pip has gone in there. And then they say, well...
What are they, a group, aren't they?
I am not certain. If they're part of the Rust Buckets...
They are part of the Rust Bucket.
They are. Then it should fall on IX if one of their members continually goes into the Vex area.
I will check. It has been a while.
So, I have another question. Are there a lot of Pandorans who come here?
A handful.
I haven't seen that logo in many other places.
A handful here and there. Not all of them are obviously Pandorans, and some people just have guns from the area. There's a gun salesman who sometimes stops by.
Oh yeah, he's got a shop now.
Yep. Oh no, he's dying. Live! There you go. You there? There you are.
They opened a shop where the truck was.
Mm.
Yeah. It's been a lot easier to buy ammo.
Yeah, my rifle takes some weird ass ammo. So it's nice to be able to have a gun that can shoot magic. The downside is I can't just pick up 9mm and use it. I mean, I used to just carry a Glock, but that just wasn't doing the trick against some of the units we were fighting anymore.
I mean, either guns are pretty efficient. You just gotta make sure you have the right kind of weapon.
Mm.
Like Mori has a Elisha. Shoots through ammo like nothing.
I've seen them in combat.
Not so bad.
I tell them that if they're gonna have a gun like that, they have to pay for their own ammunition. That we don't have the budget for that, and they've been very good about it. That is a thing. If you are in the Valentes, we do have budgets for things like clothing, ammunition. If you need a place to stay, we have a couple options.
Well, when it comes to a few things that I can handle myself, I'm doing my own work here and there. You know, move heavy boxes for the gun stealer guy, things like that. I mean, I got a head swap recently. It only cost me $200.
Oh wow!
I went back to Pandora and found a customization station.
That's one thing I always think is cool about synthetics is the option to look how you like is a lot easier and accessible for synthetics. I'm not saying it's, you know, as easy as like just hitting a button, but like
It was for me.
yeah, well, to a degree, but I don't want to assume how easy it is, since, like I said, I don't understand everything, but when I've seen synthetics be like, I got a new chassis, and they just look completely, like, different, and they got to pick out exactly what they wanted. It's one of those things that it's kind of nice to see people have that option.
I can only change out my arms and legs.
It's still a good option. I'm stuck like this, so unless I do a polymorph.
I have more complicated modifications, but I do not know how much I can.
Oh, did you find out if they're part of the rust buckets?
I believe that they are part of the rust bucket. However, I was not able to ask questions as they were conversing with both of them. There are two small synthetics.
Oh, there's one walking out. There's one walking out. He looks like he's just looking. He's not being violent, so oh no, the tweaker's up there too. It might instigate something. I hope not. Oh no, I lost sight on the tweaker.
They dropped down there.
Okay.
Somewhere over there.
We do have beef with LF, but we're trying to avoid instigating. Not while we're having
Nobody here seems to like those guys.
we have personal reasons.
Well, I'm not so happy about them either.
Right now, we just have our hands full with other things.
Yeah. With LF poking around, it gets real difficult to try and get out of here.
We have ways. I'll show you some of the ways out.
Yeah, I have my own too. But it's still, it's pricey for me. I have to use a fast travel station somewhere.
The sewers are a little less watched.
I don't always want to go back to Pandora.
Hmm.
True. That would be. I start using that information.
Yeah, I'll show you some of the routes. He's dropped down over there somewhere, if you're talking about the tweaker. I saw him on a roof and then he dropped down earlier. Yep.
The fuck did he get over there?
I have no idea. What is wrong with that Vex? I walked right into the light post.
Maybe it's like the equivalent of Pip? Like the one which is less hard to call, perhaps? I'm not too sure if I like how crowded around people are getting.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, no, the Vex started attacking the contractor, and then someone came in and started slicing up the Vex.
Oh, great. Okay, we need to get the... Since someone instigated with the Vex, I have a feeling shit's about to... Yeah, we need to get the non-combatants out right now.
Just get back to the game. Disconnected. That was another one, alright? I won't be lying to you.
You can stay.
Another bad Vex took
Don't
over.
get a fucking section.
I promise you.
Son of a bitch.
Beeps. Let's move.
That is what happened. When they get close, they have different systems when another Vex doesn't want it. Stronger Vex tend to take over, I believe.
This conversation is important, but you should probably have it away from the Vex area.
Yeah, let's get out of the Vex area, at least out of the line of sight of the Vex area.
Sanctuary. Got it. Safe location.
Excuse me?
I've just updated Ragnar on what's happening, so I'll let Doris Buckets handle it. Thank you both. You're doing a great job, you guys.
Look around and stuff.
Oh, it's a cute little guy. Where might they be? Do you know if IX is around?
Oh, fuck. I don't think so.
No.
Ragnar's out that way.
Okay, I'll talk to Ragnar then.
They're over near the, dispensary.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, big man, I would just sit back a bit.
My friendly Vex encounter.
No, I want to stay here to make sure that if the bounty hunter does show up, I can speak to him.
Hey, Ragnar, can I talk to you for a minute? When you get the chance?
Sure. What's up?
Here, let's just step to the side.
What's the matter?
So, this is the second time Pip has just gone into the Vex area. And now everyone's on guard and there might be a firefight because of it. Pip is either... I have been told that Pip is both an adult, but also a child. If they're an adult, then if they go in there, people shouldn't have to rescue them and the consequences are theirs. If they're a child, they shouldn't be allowed out here after the first time they went in there.
Yeah, okay. So, here's the thing. Pip is as much of an adult as I am, but they are extremely naive.
Then they shouldn't be allowed out here with the Vex right here.
They have to be arrested. I'm going to tell them
No one's
to
entered.
not
We will
mess with
inform
it.
you if anyone entered. No one's ever entered the area.
So...
That's the MR, in case you weren't aware.
No, I had no idea who that guy was. Just some weirdo in it.
That guy is...
Handsome or something.
Now I know.
He's
Yeah,
taking
the
over
guy
the area.
Oh.
He's the guy who's responsible for this sector now.
Yeah, you guys, honestly, at this rate, if they keep doing that, someone's gonna die. So someone needs to decide what to do about it. I'm just making sure you know. Okay. I was gonna talk to IX, but since he's not around.
Tried during it and had the same conversation as we had last time with Pip. So you might have to sit down with Pip and IX and a few of the other rust buckets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Understood?
Yeah.
Man, today's turning out to be a real shit.
And I don't want to see them get hurt, but yeah.
There's a Minotaur as well. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It is not currently attacking.
I believe it's not because it's trying to break through the barrier.
That is Lester.
Yep.
Oh.
Honestly, I might see if Vic can lend a hand to the rust buckets, communicating with them. Vic's quite an experienced father.
Yeah.
And if anyone can get through anything like that, it'd be
The thing is, even if he gets through, I feel like there needs to be a rule at this point.
There is. I'll let the rust buckets handle what the rust buckets need. I'm not gonna do anything.
Oh.
Pips did it again.
Yeah.
Trying to communicate with the Vex. And caused the whole situation.
I've been told it was the cunt with the fucking straitjacket starting this.
He did earlier, and then there was a firefight and he left. But if he goes in, nobody tries to rescue him. When Pip goes in, people try to rescue them.
Yeah, of course they're gonna try and rescue Pip.
Yep. Watch it.
And then this happens.
Fall back a little bit. Get out of the firing range a little bit. Might be a good idea. Finnegan's engaging them. I'm gonna recommend Cerberus get their guns locked and loaded, but not shut the gate.
Yep.
I am operational and happy.
Awesome.
So we don't kill him. See, hold up.
Not the roof behind us.
The only way for us to kill him.
Do you want an update on what the fuck just happened?
Smash their body to
I'm assuming you do.
But if all they do is
I wouldn't be against it.
go back home.
Yes, it would probably be good to inform.
In short, for you
They're
to be
shooting the
aware,
gun.
one of us. Yes, because there's a bounty hunter on the roof, and she is very, very
The bounty
paranoid.
hunter's there.
It's the one
Yeah,
that you
no.
want to talk to.
He's bouncing around. Something tells me I need to put my fucking gear on, but at the same time, I might as well just like.
There's enough people around that if anything, we just
Yeah, I don't need
leave.
to.
Be careful what you tell him about who's gone in there, because he's going to have them arrested.
So specifically, him of all of them, he's actually one that's on our side.
Okay.
Yes, he is. I can speak from experience of just speaking with the man. He definitely is on our side.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be the person that gets Pip arrested and then the rust buckets have an issue with us.
Hmm.
No,
How to keep people away from it.
I am trying to talk to IX to try and get a rule that Pip doesn't leave the gates, because I think that's the only way to protect against this from now on.
This is encounter 3 where they've never caused a large engagement with the Vex. I think that's fair.
Yes.
Fool me once, you know, not all
Yeah,
the way.
I started talking to IX and then he got pulled away because of the incident just now.
I've done my best to speak with Pip about this. I understand where they're coming from. I do. It's just.
If they are too naive to be responsible for their own safety, then unfortunately rules have to be in place to take that into account.
Indeed.
Who the fuck is that?
Someone's shooting.
Great question.
Is
That's the
that?
new
LF.
contractor. That's
New
one of the
one?
new contractors. Yeah, I saw something on Medigram.
Do you know
about
the
them.
name?
Twins, apparently. That's all I know. There's twins.
Mm.
Great.
What's that one up there too?
Aces, they're like card deck or something. I was talking
And
with
another
someone
one as well. That's 3 of them there. One on the roof, one down below.
More contractors.
Two below.
They must be trying to talk about arresting the one that went in there.
Countdown. I don't know about the other ones now.
What I'm guessing is if he's trying to arrest people that went in and everyone verifies that the tweaker went in, then they're probably there to try and tell him, don't arrest the tweaker. Which would go gladly based on what I've seen of the tweaker. It would be nice though. Wouldn't complain about that.
Indeed.
I feel like it'll just teleport away once they're in custody, though. Wow.
Well, then they'd remain at large.
I really need to put a rule in place with Cerberus to not let the entirety of our population outside of the gates because something's going on.
Well, they aren't there to stop other people from leaving. They're there to stop from bad things from entering.
I know that it's a case of keeping people safe because, well, if our own residents or visitors are getting put in harm's way, then...
Yeah.
IX.
There's another situation going on. This situation's being handled by the...
Gather the rust buckets and go deal with it.
What is going on, Big Guy?
I'm hearing some gunfire. That might be why people are coming out here. I'm hearing gunfire in that direction.
Excellent.
Yeah.
IX the rust buckets and the in-servers should be able to handle it.
Yeah, but that's maybe why some people are running this way.
Might be.
Oh yeah. Yep, there's gunfire. Okay. And there's people running that way too. Ugh. I don't really have a good plan for where to send them if they're going in that direction. I'll take a look to see what's going on. Who's attacking? Who are the antagonists?
It's the red-eyed Mothman.
Oh, okay. It's...
It's fine. It's the red-eyed Mothman. It ain't nothing big.
Local cryptid.
Cool. Not my problem. Angry. Yes, that's
there's a body there later, tell me.
Okay. Okay, I was trying to back you up here.
That's great. They multiplied. Again. There's fucking 4 of them now.
This is quite disappointing.
Over there. Alright.
We really should get people to stop from gawking on the situation and get Pip away from them.
Yeah, well, Pip will not listen to anyone, so...
I'll go let the rest of us know.
They have taken down the...
Yeah, I'm coming this way for something else.
There's one of the moths that I assume is what they are still dealing with.
IX. There are now four LF bounty hunters over there, and Pip is in the middle of that conversation talking to one of them.
If we've been hit by... and you're radioactive that way.
If you're currently radioactive, please wait over here.
Hold on. Oh, they're flexing a little bit.
They got Pip to go inside the walls.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, that's the energy that's about to be shown towards almost everybody in that alleyway, so I thought...
Oh, I'm probably gonna head this way then. What's up, you?
Are you trying to separate us? Oh. Okay, I'll play along. Alright.
Fantastic. So how's your day been? This little drone really likes your suit. I think it's hitting on your significant other.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
Okay, that was cute.
But at this time,
I saw your eyes was just for like your contractee.
you do know that when it comes to us contractors, sometimes our work isn't just trying to kill a single person. There's more flavor to it. Well, for some of us, okay. For some of them, it really is just killing people. But I got a whole business. Jeez, no. Hold on a minute. I can't believe it. No, don't play that. No, I'm not cheating, alright? There's effort put in.
I think your contractee might just cry.
Really? You kind of fell apart in that regard. He's not legally obligated to actually be throwing that around yet. It's not hard to find out, though, if I'm being completely honest. It's kind of a common thing with most of us. You know what I mean? Twitchy with colors, you know.
Thought I asked and be nice, you know.
All we need to do is show him to everyone, and then he'll trigger at one person, and then we'll figure it out.
I think I know who it is.
Well,
You look all dark and mysterious and sneaky now. You have a hood.
Huh? Well, yeah, it's my armor. I still am, like, easy to spot in the dark, though, because, you know, glowy.
Yeah, you kind of glowed. You know, I had the same problem.
Yeah, naturally glowing is definitely a downside when you're trying to, you know, sneak around. And being white, as well. Being extremely light and reflective.
You know, that, yeah, doesn't quite help.
I miss my brunette hair. I'm just keeping an eye on things, but not so close that it might make things worse. Is it weird for me to say keep an eye on things? Well, there's one right there, and there's 3 or 4 over there.
I mean, not freed ones.
There's one right there, and there's 4 in there. Yes.
So I should not be wearing my normal armor.
I don't know your connections. It's contractors, so not like main LF, but they're still threatened, and they still are LF. That one's a yapper. I find the most annoying contractors are the ones that yap. They're good at, like, making themselves seem friendly. Yeah, the one with the construction helmet's one of them. When I said LF units, I wasn't referring to the freed one. I figured this is a good place to see what goes on without being so close as to instigate anything.
I analyzed that and decided to walk away.
Ah.
As my presence was not improving the situation.
Honestly, I feel like the whole crowd is definitely not improving the situation. But people like to be nosy and see what's going on. Well, some people, like Powder, have, you know, stakes in it. Other people are just oogling.
It is her building.
Yep. Are they trying to arrest the tweaker that went in?
Not no.
Mm.
They were talking.
Mm.
It seemed they were trying to get the purple one's side of their conversation, their perspective on what happened.
I just hope that there's gonna be a new rule that Pip isn't allowed to come out here.
We shall see.
I don't want to see them get hurt.
The Rust Buckets seem to have a priority on their independence.
Which I'm fine with. But it's not independence if other people run in to rescue the person if they go in. If
there is a difference between independence and risk. Without risks need.
Found out info about the new one.
Cool.
Domino. Twinset. Dom and Eto or some shit.
Dom and
Twin set
Inno?
of contractors.
Huh.
Yeah, like Domino. I'm assuming one's white and one's black.
Huh.
I'm sure.
Interesting.
One of them's got a tower shield. I'm assuming the other one's got some kind of sword or something. So maybe like a chess set. Who knows? But yeah, I've learned a bit from just playing nice with the contractors. So I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm not great with the ones that are good at with the yappers. They tend to just piss me off.
I'm a pretty good yapper.
You're good. You know the art of yapping. I just get irritated.
Oh,
It's one thing I've never gotten the skill set of.
Mothman parts, by the way. I got you.
Nice.
There's a Mothman dead over in the corner. So.
I think Powder asked for first dibs.
All right.
I can go rip it. I can go rip the chest piece off if you want the armor stuff. I'll see what she wants here in a minute.
I should be fine with armor. I'd probably just use it for biomass, but if Powder wants it, then they can take it.
I've dragged it off to the right, so I thought I'd ask the volunteers first before I told VMR there's a dead Mothman. I'll let people pick it at it first.
Yep, just let Powder know.
If we tell VMR. Quite a bit of money.
Ooh.
So, money's nice, but I feel like the volunteers deserve a bit of a... I'm chucking food in a lion's cage occasionally, you know?
I appreciate it. I like it when people nudge things our way. I have a thing later today, and hopefully I'll get some biomass myself through it.
I heard. Good luck with that. If you need anything, your friendly neighborhood arms dealer's always open, but I know you guys always supply yourselves.
Yeah, there's a reason why I'm good at budgeting.
Yep, but I'm always down to lend some resources. I'm right next door if you need anything, but I mean, that is one of my resource hubs, so.
Thank you.
If you need ammo or something, drop by.
I think it is time for me to head back to the base.
Take care. Actually, if you have organic parts, do you have to ingest like actual food, or are you just electrically charged?
I am synthetic, but I do need to eat.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Maury has said I need to eat every 3 days, at least.
Huh, okay. Well, if you have a preference in food, let me know.
Okay. I will eat anything.
Okay. Oh. Hi. I figured this wasn't an invasive of a distance, so I'm just keeping an eye on things. As ironic as that is. Every time I say something like that, I'm like, am I allowed to use that saying anymore? No one's gonna stop me, but it feels... No, keeping an eye on things.
Time to go back to the entrance and see if there's any other bullshit.
Alright.
I guess it would be kind of hard for you to keep an eye on things.
Yeah. I don't, well, I technically have an eye, but I can't see out of it.
On the bright side, you don't have to worry about getting tunnel visioned.
Yep. I can't blink, though. When I sleep, I have these socks that I slide over my antenna, like one of those night masks, but, like, it's just socks, so, because I can't close my eyes. Like, technically I can sleep without them, it's just really hard.
I understand. Or he's trying to shift the attention back towards another area.
I got Vex, LF, and Mothman all on the same day.
So it would seem. Just call me Pathfinder, by the way, especially with this type of crowd.
Unfortunately, everyone knows me. I can't really go by aliases.
Thankfully, they do not know me.
Mm-hmm.
Yet, at least.
No, I used to have a nickname Piper, like the Pied Piper, because I really like rats. And then I was called Geneva, because my sword is called the War Crime.
Interesting choice of names. Mine's a old nickname. One that my squad gave me back when I was still under Militech.
Ah. Mine I got from the old gangs. No, I'm just Marge. And unfortunately, because of my body shape and appearance, it's kind of hard to wear a disguise.
I'd imagine so. Gang life was never really for me, even after I exited service with Militech. 6th Street tried to recruit me back in Night City, but never really was for me. I'll work closely with the Valentes. It's just joining.
Oh no, I don't expect.
I don't think the gang life's really for me.
Yeah, you're way too level-headed.
Way too level-headed.
Generally speaking, the Valentes wind up picking up a lot of people that are definitely, There's 2 of them now.
Wyvern saw Minotaur go past.
Yeah.
Please do not engage. We do not want the Vex already more pissed off than they have been. I would hope so.
That technology seems way more advanced than what the last one's shown. Are they getting more equipped? Are you sure that little blockade's gonna hold them back forever?
If we don't engage, they don't engage. Occasionally we get stragglers, but they're dealt with. It is simply just a patrol.
I'm already fucking informed. It's a whole fucking process.
So, do not engage with them.
Usually they don't get stronger for no reason. I don't know. I guess I just say keep an eye on them.
Oh, they go by the designation Mad Dog. Mine's 10.
I know, we have to keep on it soon. I get it, but like...
What does it mean, 10?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
I can fucking tell, man. I can fucking tell. This sanctuary shit's fucking crazy. You know that's like magic? But now what is it? Just me?
Seems they are simply just escalating patrols right now.
Eh. Oh, hello! Hello, Ribble!
Seems they're done hunting me right now anyway. Let's just say, ever since that thing happened, I've been causing issues for them, let's just say.
I imagine, yeah.
Honestly, I've had so much energy, I've barely been sleeping at all these past few days.
I can't complain.
No, it means I
Like back when I had serious caffeine addiction. Except without the crashes.
Isn't that the truth?
No one just gets stronger because they felt like it. That's...
It's kind of like a weird dick measuring contest, you know what I mean?
It's an aura standoff. I think we need to like pose back. We have to pose back at him like that. We gotta pose back. Yeah.
What are they doing?
We're posing.
Not sure. The best we can do is just keep an eye on them for now.
Oh no, I just meant them posing and shit. I think they're a little less goofy compared to you guys. Unfortunately.
Just the simple like one arm up. They could use
Though if they did start getting a bit goofy, I wouldn't complain.
That's true.
I was wondering if you could escape this area. Just not in this zone right in front of these.
Okay, then we can throw it over this way then.
That's all I'm
You know, I will say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. We are being extremely patient with the leniency that we've been given with our orders.
I didn't know he had an eye patch.
I just want to say that from the bottom of my heart.
listen, I don't know if you want the smoke that these motherfuckers are gonna send to your way.
What?
I'm just saying, you got business to do. You really want that to get in the way of your
Mine gets
profits.
cracked every week, so I don't know about that.
My business is hiding somewhere right now, and I don't feel like breaking out to
The giant fish coming in and right there. So
It's like 2 giant powder kegs right next to each other.
3 if we count actual powder.
Powder keg, and then just a powder.
Yeah.
One more fucking time, I might lose it.
But I would heed what they're saying. Please leave the area.
Who are you?
That's the
That's-
leader of the area.
Leader of the area is the LF.
Citizenry, sorry. The citizenry.
The area.
Not the owner of the land.
I love your photo shoots, by the way. Just saying.
Oh. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I see you recently on Telegram.
Not the gun. Or the hair.
I love your outfits. I have to say.
I know, right?
He gets a little handy sometimes.
I don't think they're gonna leave easy.
No, but your dresses are beautiful. I just have to.
I think they want something to happen.
I'm kind of like, I have an eye for fashion.
Like I said, give it time. Patience with this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I have to ask. Also, thank you very much. I don't know how to take compliments, but also, is your name Dom and your friend's name Eno because you're Domino?
The other way around. I'm, my other buddy's Dom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm,
I don't. Yep. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure to meet ya. I got the handshake to celebrity. Let's go. Oh.
I'm not. I have to leave immediately.
I won't let them take you.
You made it weird. You made it weird.
Why is that one in the fetal position?
I'm sure.
Hey, is your buddy okay? He's kind of curled up in a fetal position on the ground. Oh, he's doing push-up now.
So what it's saying.
Well, I've claimed the corpse for myself, so I'll put her in the corner.
Alright. You wanna check out the bay? We'll check out the bay.
It's under a tarp, and I've basically written Powder's name on it, so since Powder won, claimed it. I feel like now is a bad time to approach him about it, so I'll just let you.
Oh well, they're right there, and things are slowly dispersing. So.
Alright, I'll tell him.
I'm just saying because the bank might be following them.
Doesn't seem so.
No, they're still right here.
Yeah, they're still watching.
I'm gonna go get a moth now. Excuse me.
Oh. There they go.
Yes, I would suggest let us not irritate the Vex.
None of us are the problem. It's always very specific individuals who do it.
Of course. Why else would it be?
Because it only takes one person. Kind of like how if everyone's standing in a room full of gasoline and everyone has a lighter, the whole room may say none of us are going to turn on the lighter, and it only takes one person who disagrees to cause a big problem.
That it does. I do not like how true that statement is.
Oh, they're cleaning the area.
But today was relatively event-free with the Vex.
I wouldn't say event-free, just not on a large scale. There's events, just events.
Oh, God.
How you doing, kid?
Flux now. Sorry, I just got the aftertaste of biting them off.
Why'd you stop waving?
I forgot that we didn't tell Oakley that everyone was moving out, so I came back to try and tell them they're already there.
Yep.
Outside of the gate, you're on your own. Back here, we have security.
Guns.
Wait, hang on. Oh. Hang on, come back. Guns. Get confettied. I think I'll go rest before I do whatever. My tummy feel a little icky. I don't know why. My tummy hurty. My tummy hurty. It's a bat.
I don't know what that is.
It's a bat.
As long as it's not usual scouting around the area.
That's good. For a second I was getting worried. I was like, oh no, you're back. Kill me.
Up. Watching the contractors.
You just nicked me with your fucking rapier.
It's in a sheath.
Oh, I thought. Well, never mind. You just smacked me then.
Secret missionary thing. I guess ask your director.
There, take that.
You know what? Come here. Grab.
Come back to me.
What?
Do you have like a
You wanna keep on smacking me?
Well, I have another method.
Place you back down. I'm gonna place you back down.
I knocked a lot of things off tables before I got the hang of having a tail.
Well, I mean, I've seen Looney clothesline many people with that big tail of hers. I don't think your tail would be that much of a problem. Besides, just knocking over cups and pans and all.
Mostly, it serves absolutely no purpose. Like I don't have any sort of it has no function. And like I don't have issues with balance. It's just there.
I know you must likely kneecap someone with that fucking rapier, because I've seen people with like lengthy swords just like.
Well, where else am I supposed to put it but my hip?
On your back?
That's not how you have a rapier. A rapier like is long enough. How my arm's not long enough to do that. It's also I've never seen someone carry a rapier on their back.
There's a way.
Besides, I already have my. It used to be that I used to have always hit people with the barrel of my gun, because I used to have one that sat with the gun up, and I'd lean over and just smack people with it. So this is significantly less intrusive than having something up here. It just worked out that way.
Understandable. Have a good day.
Do you really? Is it a good idea to lay in the middle of the road?
Hi.
Hi. Did you lose an ear? Oh no, it was just down.
No, my ears are here.
Okay, well I just didn't see one for a second.
How have you been?
Busy. There's always problems to be solved. And people fucking around and finding out.
Yeah, if we saw a big ass moth over there. I saw just big.
There's only room in this town for one moth. It's me.
The only good moth.
Which is funny because I'm not even actually a moth. But, you know. Moth-shaped, so that's close enough.
You just look like one.
Yeah.
I'm laying here because my legs hurt, and my neck hurts. I'm in a bit.
What happened? Last time I talked to you, you twisted your ankle.
Well, I got chased around a little bit, so I jumped on those like I jumped over the fences. I jumped over the cargo. I'm a good acrobatic. You know, no one actually takes into consideration that if you're gonna chase me, I will outrun you. I've done that for years.
See, that's my secret. If you try to chase me, I just vaporize you. Oh, it's more complicated than that. But.
No, I don't do the chasing. I get chased, but I usually run away.
No, if something tries to chase me, I don't run fast, so instead I just make it no longer a problem.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind if I ever feel like chasing you, which I won't.
I won't run. I know I can't run, so I pick other methods.
It's fight or flight, and I'm a flightless bird.
Yep.
That's you.
Yeah. Which, that's the thing. I have wings, I can't fly. It's awful. They're completely useless.
Hey, do you want to sit?
No, I'm actually on my way out. I just wanted to say hi.
Aw, hello. It's nice to meet you. I feel a lot better for being here. Well, kind of. I don't know. I'm normalizing the violence that goes on here.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you kind of gotta get a threshold of normalcy to the level of violence. Especially in this area. I think the calmest places in the city are probably Garden District, and unfortunately Market, but for not a good reason. But they're expensive.
Well, I'm here chilling out. I'm fine for now. I realized my chest also hurts.
I think you just should take some ibuprofen and go take a nap.
Yeah, someone was wondering if it was a boy or a girl. They grabbed me by the shirt.
Okay, that's fucked up. Who did that?
Yeah. I mean, no, it's fine. I got, they're kind of a friend. They're fine right now.
I don't think that's okay, even as a friend.
Judith. The name is Judith.
I'm not familiar with them.
I don't know. I think he was there to see it.
I was in the vicinity and was like, what the fuck?
Yet, see, if they did that, I would have probably just punched them in the face.
Well, it's already too late. It's not like the first time that's happened to me.
Well, that doesn't make it okay.
I'm fine.
Sometimes you need to stand up for yourself. Like, even if it's not like a violent act, if someone bothers me, I confetti them in the face.
I'm saying I should stand up for myself. I got this gun.
Let me tell you right now, if someone's bullying you or makes you uncomfortable, like grabbing you by the chest, there's a lot of people here that will stand up for you. Yes. See? If someone ever does that to you, if you aren't comfortable, yourself standing up to them, a lot of people here will be on your side.
So, decontamination, that's all taken care of. Apparently we're opening a bar down there eventually.
I'm usually used to just letting things happen, or if I get the chance, run. I'm not a fighter.
If you can't fight, there's people like us who are ready to fight for you. Because we also just don't want those kinds of people around, so we want to know who they are.
There's a small incident about them going into...
She she doesn't know better.
All I know is that there's a small
Well, time to teach her.
I'm just trying to make sure that doesn't happen again when the flux, you know,
We kind of taught her that she shouldn't do that.
communicate.
And she was like, but I wanted to check if it was a boy or a girl. And I was like, well, even if I was a girl, like...
Yep.
Yeah, no, okay, like...
this person for me? IX.
Huh? Oh god,
Yeah.
Oh god.
I won't put you under more pressure, but I just want to let you know that even if the thing is, even if no one like is gonna punch them in the face and just has to explain things, there are people out there that will need to put it through. But that's not okay.
Remember the other week when I said you need to get yourself like a weapon, like even if it's like a knife or something?
I do. I have this 1911. A dog burped it out in front of me.
Oh, that's sometimes dogs are great blessings.
I would go with something that hasn't been swallowed by a mysterious creature.
Was it the little like dog with the little dingly do that's kind of a fish?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that might be Lumi's dog. I'm not certain.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first anyway.
Yeah.
You should take that to Charles and have him clean it up for you at the pawn shop and meat rack if you can.
Yep.
Ooh, I don't have time for meat rack anymore.
Oh.
I can't really go there.
There's engineers around here who'll do it. You could probably just talk to engineers.
Minutes, I can clean it for you.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
I just have to go take care of something.
I don't want to burn you.
You're asking me to play with guns.
there's a lot of people that like
Cleaning them
guns.
is my therapy.
I'm gonna head over because I gotta rest before I commit violence later. I will see you. Don't worry, it's violence against bad guys. It's violence against bad guys. Hi. Hi. Sorry, I'm heading out. My stomach's a little queasy and I have a mission later.
No, that's valid. Get some good rest, okay?
Yee.
I'm gonna get in there and play a character that gives no shits.
Beautiful.
Played a very